when you begin the game, we begin you with beginner sword skill. And what that means is that when you go and attack things, and you click your right mouse button, actually it's the left mouse button, you kind of see your sword kind of lurch out at your opponent. Well, as you progress in the game and you gain more experience, you'll ultimately be able to spend the experience that you've earned on new skills. For example, you can spend it on like another level of mastery of swordplay or another skill within swordplay. And so now what you might learn is not only just the normal frontal assault with the swordplay, but you might learn some new maneuver with your sword that you can use alternately. And then when you face creatures, like let's suppose the first one you learned is just how to lunge or stab with your sword. Let's suppose the next move you might earn in swordplay is a slashing attack with your sword. Well, now when you face skeletons out, like you're walking through a graveyard and skeletons come up through the ground, you'll notice that if you stick your sword out at them, your sword goes right between the ribs. And so tactically, that's not a very useful maneuver compared to your new slash, which is a better tactical move. They are actual individual skills that you earn over time that give you a new capability, a new animation, a new reason to celebrate. Mm-hmm. The release date is, I'm not sure it's even announced, but it's...
We'll release it when it's ready.
Good. Yeah, which is really basically the bottom line, which is, we were the last we spoke, we were shooting to release it pre-Christmas. Yeah. After E3, we kind of sat down and talked about the things we really wanted to make sure were right about this game, and said, we're just not going to make Christmas. So since then, we haven't really kind of, I have a personal projected date that I think will be wrapped up, but again, we this game's had enough release dates that we figure, well, let's just stay quiet for a while until we have really good confidence that we know when it's coming out. My first game was published when I was 19 years old. So, and even at that time, I was like living at home with my parents, and just in college or hadn't even started college. And the few other people that were in this industry doing this were all basically my age. I mean, there wasn't anybody older than me at the time. But even like 2 years later, anybody new in the industry was usually coming out of high school. You know what I mean? So immediately, at the age of 20, I became like the oldest person or one of the oldest few people in the industry. And by the time you're 25, it becomes clear that there's really people noteworthily younger. By the time you hit 30, it's like, wow, like everybody's really younger. By the time you hit 35, it's like, man, am I old. And that is probably good enough. A little bit more off there. And now let me grab the remote. Okay, hang on, there's a challenge here. Okay, there's the camera.
Whoa!